Should we get to business?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Ready? Hi, I'm Elizabeth McLeod, and I'm the author and illustrator of the Wild Woman mystery cards.
And I'm Sarah Sahota, and I'm a life artist.
Oh, you are a life artist. You're beautiful. Thanks. We are going to talk today about a big topic, actually. We wanted to talk about being in the now and creating the future.
And, let's say that we'd like to make some more money. We usually whip ourselves. We need to work 12 hours a day. We need to work really hard, and in order for us to get anywhere, we must believe that something's missing.
True. Usually what's missing is us.
Well, this is the power of living in the now.
Right, we are the creator.
Right. So if we are constantly looking to the past and then trying to create the future, then what we miss is the being in the now, right? And it's the now where we take action to create our future. We kind of go from living in the past, having the past define who we are,
Right.
to living in the future and having the future define who we are.
And we forget that actually where we're creating that, even
Is
if it's in
now.
the past or in the future,
Yes.
is the right now.
Right?
And that's where change happens, right? That in the now, we're creating out of that, as you are, as you listen,
Yeah, absolutely.
as we are, as we share words together.
Yeah.
And that's where the change occurs. That's where the growth, that's where the being who we are is.
Yeah, well, it's a very tough one. Janine Roth, I read her book When Food is Love when I was much, much, much younger. And I remember in her book, she says, she got to the point where she could just trust herself.
Totally, it's just totally the perfect thing that we have to do, right? It's the hard work.
Well, and when you are present and living in the now, which again, people hear a lot, but are rarely related to the experience of the now.
Right, and how do you do that?
And by upside down brilliance again?
No, but we were talking about change, and look at the card that comes up.
Not change, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, really. So change is really, it's the only thing that is constant.
Yeah, go together.
And that allows you to have an open pathway.
Well, you can't be present. The thing is, we can't be present in the now if we're angry about something, if we're holding ourselves, if we're holding something against ourselves, if we're holding something against someone else, then it really takes away from how present we can be in the now,
Well, we don't see the things that we might want to see in the universe. So for example, we're talking about change.
Yeah.
And then I go to the cards, I consult the cards, and then I take the deck like this, and then change is what comes out. We don't have an opportunity to have that process be part of what our life is and creating, because we can't see it if we're in the future or in the past.
Yeah.
But if we're in the present, we can actually see the synchronicities that happen. Like when we use the cards and things like that, we're working with the law of synchronicity.
Yeah.
So when we're in the present, we're also in a way working with the laws of synchronicity, if you want to see it in that way.
Yeah.
So as those things come up, then you can create from what's presented to you, presented with a capital P.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I love your use of capitals as well.
I love you for that.
I love your linguistics.
See, we need to find the way that keeps us in that path for us.
Yeah.
And let's just take a little quick look as where we're at, or what we would do to stay in the now. What is it that we need? That wild thing. Oh my God, we get the wild card all the
So
time
much.
in these episodes of Ladies.
You are the creator. Listen, this is exactly what we're talking about, people. Excuse my personality as it just blows you all over.
Never excuse yourself with that.
The fact of the matter is, you are the one in charge. You are the one. You.
Exact. This has 4 lines in it in this book. I call it the kahuna card of the deck, because it's really the big kahuna, and there's other big cards, of course. It's 4 little lines, but oh my gosh, I'm going to read them again. I know I read them in another episode. I can't even remember which one it was, but it keeps coming up. You are the wild card of your life. You are the one who will make it be what it is. You turn it around whether it goes up or down. Let's take a moment. It says, think about what that means. If you don't know how to do that, then just lie there or sit there or be here and say, what's next?
Yeah.
And be ready to receive. We don't have to know. I think that's sometimes why we end up in the future. We think we need to know. So we're trying to lay the path out. But we don't need to know. And we don't need to have the experience of the past, although it can be helpful. We don't need that in order to create the future that we want.
Yeah, that's right. We don't need to bring anything from a minute ago into the future, and that's the joy and the magic of living from the now. And it really is, how do we create something that has whatever we're here on the planet to be present.
Whatever we're doing, we have a choice.
Well, that sums it up.
Sums it up.
Always.
So make your choices from the now.
Yeah.
Well, Wild Woman, that was awesome. So let us know what you think. Subscribe on the little, I was going to say ticket. Isn't that funny? It's like a ticket into your life.
That it is a ticket into
like,
your life.
It's sort of interesting to look at life like a ticket. It's sort of like we've got a ticket, we've jumped on a train, and we get to choose where we go. We get to choose our journey. So with that, bid you farewell for this moment. And gosh, I just feel a lot of privilege in being able to share this with you and with you, and to talk about these things that maybe hopefully shed a different kind of light somewhere for us to make choices that we want to make.
Yeah, may it bring you freedom in however wild you're living your life.
All right, Wild Woman, take good care.